I am $6,354 into this Whiteout survival account, and today is day 30. Today I don't have too much exciting to show you, but I'm going to give you kind of like a hero review because my Geronimo is getting more powerful, and I just want to show you that. And I'm kind of a whale on a budget, so today I'm just going to show you what that looks like, because what I did is I spent way too much too quick. I have a budget of $14,000 ultimately, $8,000 left for the rest of 2026, and I wish I had paced it out differently, but I didn't, so here's where we're at. I'm at almost 60 million power after roughly 30 days. I have more power kind of like waiting to be released, but I was kind of waiting for events. I did do some things off camera because there was an alliance mobilization, so I did spend some gems on alliance mobilization. A lot of you are telling me, please use the gems to press VIP. I am, but I'm kind of waiting to use them where it makes sense so I can double dip on something. In this case, I don't see really, to me, I don't see the point in going crazy over alliance mobilization at this point in this early phase, but you know, I'll pick up some tasks and get them done. And since there were some tasks in there to like spend gems, I use those for VIP points. So that's one thing I did. The other thing I did is I finally pulled the trigger on upgrading some of my hero gear because there were some mobilization tasks to do that. So it made sense to do that, I thought. I mean, I know it's not the best way, but it's like I've been sitting on this for, I think, almost a full week and a half now. So, and I have some more power I can still do with the chief gear. So use the alliance mobilization for that. And then I was playing the Frosty Fortunes, but like the only thing I wanted out of this was one of the skins. So I'll continue to do the grind because I paid for that. So I'll continue to do this daily grind just to get my gems of Enigma. Then I'm going to save them. I'm going to save them until the Emporium of Enigma has better items in them later in the game. So the only thing I wanted now I got, which was that Brute Mammoth skin. That was it. So the rest, I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to, there's another quest that I need to do or whatever thing I need to do to satisfy. So I'm going to buy this at the 99-cent point just so that I can, it's good for VIP and it'll give me some more Enigma, but more importantly, it helps me satisfy a requirement over here. And that requirement is in this event. I think it's Vision of Dawn. Make a purchase one time. So there, I satisfied that. Made a purchase one time. So I'll continue to grind the rest of these. Call a rally, and I got resources being gathered right now. So I'll just satisfy all this. So I'll run this mission down best I can. And then the other thing is this war preparation. I don't know. I mean, if this was, this is war preparation. So it's like you get points for hero gear essence stones. So using hero gear essence stones. I've been actually holding off on this as well. I feel like I want to do this. I have another day to make a decision on it. So maybe you can tell me in the comments, is it worth me holding on or should I actually participate in this war preparation event? Because I do have some gems I can use. I would like to use them because I'm also trying to do a hero. I need my hero strong for the arena. We have this arena event that is between multiple states now. Let me show you that. Oh, wrong one. Let me show you what that looks like in case, I'm sure the veterans out there already know. This is like Arena of Glory where we're competing against multiple states. So right now I've been kind of like, as best I can, avoiding my own team members. So I'm not really playing optimal points right now, but this is only day 2. As we go further into the week of this competition, if my teammates keep coming at the top of that chart, if we're the strongest one across all the states, then I'm not going to have a choice but to hit my own team members again to stay competitive. But that started happening a little today, and I kind of like picked the second or third down just because I didn't want to hit them, or I refreshed, spent some more gems to refresh. I'm not going to be able to do that every day if I want to stay competitive in this competition, so we'll see how that goes. But that's where I landed, I think, second place today. But now's not the important point. So I would like to actually spend. My point there is I would like to actually spend. I'm trying to get Geronimo's belt to 100 because I was told yesterday that if I get his belt to 100, it'll unlock Mithril in the shops. So let's see. That's a grind in of itself. I'm going to see if I can get his belt to 100. And other than that, I would like to start, pressing some of the gear on some of these key heroes because it is good for arena and exploration. So, and I've been kind of holding back on it.
Right, Cassia.
So, like for example, I think if I did want to see, I have plenty of gems right now, although I won't go all that far. But I'm continuing to collect gems. But But I do want to press the hero gear. So tell me in the comments if you think it's worth, if now's the time, should I actually use this war preparation phase to get some points towards this here Gero Essence Stones? Because that looks like the primary source of points here. There is for promotion, but not nearly as much. So if we look at the rewards that are going to come for it, whenever I look at rewards like this isn't like super substantial, 50,000 gems and some speed ups, but those speed ups will be handy because I do need to spam some more troops. I don't need a lot of construction right now, but I'm sure that'll come again. And then I can certainly use the research speed up. So it's not a super, interesting rewards, but the fact that I kind of need it for arena and exploration, I'm kind of stuck in exploration right now. And I'm kind of at a power standstill because I'm not putting a lot of money into the game right now because I'm trying to slow down. I feel like I want to do some of those Essence Stones, but you tell me in the comments if you think that's the right move or not. The other thing, let's see. I think that's the only thing. That's the only two updates I wanted to give tonight. I gave the arena rundown. I showed you the events I'm considering. I would like to try to use the stones for this war preparation event, and I'll just run down the Vision of Dawn. And I showed you already the Frosty Fortune. My plan on that. I'm sticking to that game plan, just as I said I would. And so other than that, let's see if I have any chests that open. See if I can get lucky on any chests. Here we go. So let's see. Let's do the, this isn't like when I have 100 of them or something, but let's see. Let's see how many, if I can get any mythic gear out of these 25 chests. Nope, no mythic gear, but I'll feed those to Geronimo. So all good. This isn't much, but I'll just cash that in. And then the mobilization chest let's see what we get out of this. All right. What is this? More lucky hero gear. All right. Well, let's do those. No more mythic. All right. Just take care of these quick. A little bit. Put that in the bank. All right. As you can see, I've got some, nice gems of Enigma kind of accumulating there. I'll use those later in the game. I've got 2 Mithril, and I'm just waiting. And I was told that Mithril will unlock in other shops if I get Geronimo's gear to 100. So that's my plan. But look at this. Look at this crawl. So usually when at the lower levels you start feeding this in, and it moves the needle quite a bit. Look at this. I mean, all this stuff barely moves the needle. But I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna keep on feeding. I'm gonna keep on feeding that till it gets to 100. And then we'll see. I'm going to test the theory that unlocks Mithril in the shops. Let me show you that quick. We look in the shops right now. I don't have... Let's see if I can get any VIP out of this. I usually don't take anything but the VIP right now for most of these. Unless it's something on a really good discount or something. All right, and I don't like spending gems on that really. But yeah, I don't... So I bought the stones from here already. The arena shop... I was told that the arena shop will get Mithril in it at some point, if that's true. The VIP shop, sometimes I'll buy stuff in here that's a good deal, just because even though it's not there's a debate about what's the most optimal use of gems when it comes to the VIP shop. Some people really like using this because it's a way you get a deep discount. But strictly speaking, what I've been told is the best use of gems is VIP, pets, and what's the other one? Lucky Wheel. VIP, pets, and Lucky Wheel. So I don't have Mithril anywhere except for in the Labyrinth shop. And I just wait for it. I'll just wait for it every week, and I'll buy it every week because from what I understand, it is the most rare item in the game to get, and I'll be bottlenecked by it soon. So there we go. That's my plan for tonight. That's my quick little account overview. That's all for tonight because this is like being a whale on a budget now. At this point, I'm now trying to slow down. I spent already $300 for the month, including the New Year's Eve. So I've already spent $300 this month. I'm only supposed to be spending about $650, $670 a month on this account. But that's if it's an even spend for the whole year. I'd like to actually spend a little slower now and then have more money later in the year. So I really do need to slow down now, and I'm going to wait for more high value events. I do want to participate in events, but kind of at a little bit of a slower rate. And yes, that means, look at this, just as I predicted, I am no longer, at the top of the leaderboard because other people are spending more or doing other things and I'm not cashing in. So like this, I think this trend is going to continue. If I don't spend like right now, then other people do spend, other people will catch up to me. And that's just the way it goes because I'm trying to save that money for later in the year so that it goes farther. So this is being a whale on a budget. And if that means I'm not on top of the leaderboard, then that's what it means. That's not what I'm doing this for. I want to build permanent power so this account can have a solid growth. So that's what I'm doing. Well, that's all I have for tonight. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.